What's up, guys? It's kind of late. Oh shit, man. Friday, it's a good thing. Best part of the week, right? Anyway, we got 3 boxes here, and one of my holy grail, as a lot of people say. I guess that's getting played out. But this in this box, we're gonna do, I guess, 3 different videos. Save the bottom one for last, obviously. I'm gonna open this one up. Mario Chiodo. I'm sure you guys have seen a bunch of his stuff. He's not really into like the real gory type stuff, but he does like a lot of horror, fantasy, very quality pieces for the money that you spend on this stuff. And I love skulls, and I'm just getting familiar with this dude, actually, to be honest with you. Everything's kind of hitting me from all directions at once because I'm stepping kind of away from busts, not entirely, but I'm trying to learn more and get learned on a lot of these old school and some new school artists, whatever. But I saw this on eBay, and the price was right. I thought it was super cool. I'm really into the hooded skulls. Just love the way they look. This one had some hair attached as well. So this is my first ever piece from him. I heard the quality is great from his stuff, and he just does tremendous work for the prices that he puts out. So this just caught my attention. It's nothing super special or anything like that. To me, I just really like it, and I guess that's all that matters, right? So let's open this bad boy up. And I've literally had these boxes in my car all day, but I just got home and ate. Kids are sick. It's just one thing after the other. So probably should be doing these videos tomorrow when I'm a little more upbeat. But we got other stuff going on tomorrow, so it might not work out. So let's check this bad boy out. Get rid of the box. See what we got. I just thought this thing looked super neat in the pictures on eBay. So there it is. Just a really cool Halloween-y type mask. Halloween type mask. It's got like the long hair. I'm probably going to display this outside. This is going to be more of a Halloween prop for Halloween than anything, although it is super cool. The sculpt, as you can see, it's very thin. It's a very thin pull, but it is super cool. I love it. That's what draws me to it. The hood is very nice fabric. Here's the hair. What do you think about it, Riley? She's a tough cookie. She can tell she doesn't like it. But yeah, so I saw it, thought it was pretty neat. He put a balloon inside to ship it. That's the first time that's ever happened. That's kind of neat. There's literally a balloon inside here to hold the shape. But I'm probably going to display this thing like in my garage or something. I've been wanting to put something out there just to kind of, I walk out there every morning, kind of something to look at. So I'll probably put this bad boy out there. It's a very cool mask, especially around Halloween time, like now, to display in the windowsill or something to kind of like freak people out. So very cool. It's the first piece I ever had from this guy. I'm not really into the whole like fantasy type stuff with all the dragon stuff he does, but he's incredibly talented at what he does, and yeah, so just something simple. So it's a Mario Chiodo dragon, Chiodo. Probably fucking butchering that shit. I'm so horrible with names, man. Out of here with that, right, Rue? Oh, Rue, she's just like, God, you're so stupid. So anyway, there it is. On the tag, it should tell you the date. It is Mario Chiodo Studios 2004 is when this was produced. 2004, not terribly long ago. You could pick one of these bad boys up. He's ever changing his series and line. It's always forever changing. But yeah, so there you go. Check it out under the light. Pretty cool, right, Riley? You're gonna wear it for Halloween. You don't like it? Do you think it'd be cool to put up to scare people on Halloween? Hanging up the tree? What should I do with it?
throw it away.
Throw it away? Okay, you can throw it away. What did Mario ever do to you? Can't be mean to Mario. He's probably a really nice guy. Can't say that kind of stuff, real. So I got my buddy with me tonight. Maybe we should just do all these videos at once, or all these boxes at once instead of breaking the segment up. I think we're gonna do that just because it's been a long, long day. I need to get prepared here for the big one. Let's use this. You slippery snake. So we're gonna keep this out for that. The big one.
The cat's twerking.
All right. Now moving right along here. You guys notice that? Notice that one? It's Josh from Nightmare Force. Awesome dude. You know, he sculpts all his stuff from the ground up. You know, you just cannot get any better for like an indie artist for what he's doing. His paint work is top notch. Highly suggest checking this guy out. Nightmare Force. Just Google search it. You know, you can hit him up on Facebook. Whatever. He's a really cool dude. He just scored a big old Harry Inman. Another very cool story. I never heard of the guy till Josh mentioned him, and then I looked into his story. An incredible story, you guys that have never heard of him. So really suggest kind of checking that guy's story out. It's an incredible story, and I always like to hear about good stories. Definitely check that guy out. Apparently he passed on, so his pieces are very, very rare, and Josh will kill you if you get any. So do not purchase any Harry. If you have any info about Harry Inman's pieces, contact Josh at Nightmare Force. He's PayPal ready. So this is something we talked about doing. I wanted a hat from him forever. I rock my hats every day at work. And then he purchased his shrunken head from Be Something Studios out of his personal collection. I do believe that was produced from 81 through 88. Am I wrong? Am I right? Am I wrong? Help me out. So here's the Nightmare Force hat. Let's rock it out. Take that out. Switch it up here. It's already ready to go for my head size. It was just meant to be. So that's cool. And there's my shrunken head. Never owned one of these. Always have wanted to own one. It's super cool. The hair work is probably my favorite thing on this. And then the eyes. I'm not sure what separates an earlier version from a later version. I've seen some of these eyes. I'm not sure if somebody just put those in there for shits and giggles. But this is super, super cool. If you take this out, it'll probably tell you maybe even so the year. Let's have a look. In 81. So this is pretty much when it all started right here. I'll probably leave these bags in her. She is fucking cool. Thank you so much, Josh. That thing is going to display so well with the rest of my Be-Somethings. I really appreciate it. It seems like every time I go after one of these on an auction, I always end up losing the auction. So to own this in the collection, to have this little sucker, really cool in person now. Think this is cool, Riley?
No.
She does. She doesn't like anything. But it was for you though. You like it. This is for you. You want it?
No.
You don't want it? You want the boxes?
Yeah.
Okay. She likes boxes. So thanks, Josh. Man of your word, came through. Everything's in here. Got my badass hat. I wanted to rock it today when I first got the box. I should have opened it up and took the hat out. Taken the hat out. Took the hat out. So there it is. Get you guys an up close of her. I'm sure a lot of you guys have one of these in your collection. This is my first ever shrunken head. Fucking awesome. I absolutely love it. And this is a very, very old copy. And I will take very good care of it, Josh. Don't you worry, my friend. So we're going to set that right next to Mario, Kyoto Dragons, Skull, whatever the hell. Now, what's in this box is something
Josh.
is something I've wanted for a very, 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 very long time since I've seen it. Even got the tattoo on my freaking forearm of this mask. I don't know what it is, man. Listen, I have not been collecting vintage masks that long, but when I first laid my eyes on this thing, it was definitely through Rudy's collection or Google searching Don Post stuff, and it just popped up. I was like, what the hell is that? Had to know immediately, and to my surprise, it was super rare and super hard to come by. Babe, stop. Here, put it up. So it was super hard to come by. From talking to Rudy a little bit, there's like 5, I think, that have surfaced, maybe a little bit more or whatever. I'm not sure. Apparently they were offered in white and red. It's like a pigment paint. It's bright, like it's just like the pumpkins. It's like a really bright red, and when it bangs up against that black, it just sets it off. And I had no idea, you know, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch is a movie that's very cool, but I never really paid attention to the point where the masks, this mask was seen in that movie. And the reason why I liked it wasn't because it was in that movie, but that was actually pretty cool that I found that out later on. This was made in 1981. I guess this is, what would this be considered? I mean, it basically looks like it was made yesterday. And he had 2 copies, one's tagged, obviously he's keeping that, and I got very fortunate to score this off of him. I sold something very dear to me. The guy actually received it today and was showing me photos, and I'm like, fuck, you know, it was kind of heartbreaking. You kind of wish you could keep everything, but sometimes you just can't. Sometimes things are now or never. You gotta make decisions. Unfortunately, I'm not rich. I'm Ryan. I love using that one. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton of money, so I kind of had to make a decision quick, and I did not want to miss my opportunity to miss this again. Matt Jacobson had like a copy that was not in the greatest condition, I would say, but it was still this mask, and I missed it. He posted it in midweek. It was just really bad timing, and it came up quick. Couldn't really do much about it, and I missed it. So glad I waited. This is going to be well worth the money. I'm going to open this up now. This is probably my holy grail of masks. And I told Rudy there's another mask that he has that if he ever gets into bad times or something happens to his car, or he gets on bad times, which who knows, it might happen. If he would ever be so nice to let me pick that up off him. And I'm not going to drop what the name of that mask is, but it's probably not, it's not the obvious. So let's open this up. Whew, it's a big one for me, man. This is a big deal for me. It's a really big deal for me. So I'm going to go ahead and open this bad boy up. This is so fucking cool, man. Here it is, guys. Damn, that thing is fucking beautiful. Oh my goodness gracious, Rudy, thank you so much. I really cannot thank you enough. I know this thing hurt to let go. So anyway, there it is, guys. The 81 DK, or spell out DK, skull from Don Post in 1981. And this thing is just banging. And photos, he's right, photos show this thing, do this no justice, picking up all the little creases and crevices in the sculpt. And the hood is just so nice on this thing, man. I mean, it's just so well taken care of. Let's see if I can smell what his mask room smells like. You can just smell the age in it, but it just looks so amazing. And I'm thinking maybe this is the original bag. It might have come in from Don Post or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't want to get rid of this bag until I talk to him. I'm not sure. Maybe he kept those bags. I'm not sure. I don't want to let that bag go if that's the original bag. So, wow. Let's display this and come in for a close-up. because, to be honest with you, this won't even hit me probably until tomorrow that I even own this thing. So let me bring you in for a close-up of that. Is going. My case is pretty much empty now because I sold a lot of stuff. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. Because I sold a lot of stuff and finally get to put something truly amazing back in my case. So there it is in all of its glory. This is a cool shot right here with the video. It's picking up a lot of the sculpt, all the crevices and indentations and so on and so forth. But this thing is truly fucking amazing. It's just the coolest thing to me. I don't know why. I have no clue why. I don't know. When I first saw this, I was like, that shit is beyond badass. I just loved every inch of this thing. And I'm just blown away that it's in my collection, and it's gonna take a lot to get this thing away from me. You know, it would take a lot. It really would. This is super special. Very proud moment as a collector to own this thing. You know, damn. You know, I had this feeling like I was gonna own it one day. I just didn't think it was gonna come as fast as it did, and you know, for that I'm very grateful. Rudy, I will take super good care of this thing, man. I know it means a lot to you. You still have another copy that's mint and tagged, man. Don't worry about it. I know that's not the point, but you did me a solid again. He also came through with the Henry Kane, man of his word. He was going after something on eBay, an eBay auction, and he actually ended up losing the auction and still came through on his word with that. Not a lot of people would have done that. I don't even know if I could have done that. So he's definitely a good guy. A lot of you guys that know him already know that. But there it is. There's so many angles. It just looks so badass. Like, badass. 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 But yeah, I've been waiting all fucking day to get home to fucking open this thing, and it's been a long day at work, so this has definitely made my day. And I promise you, Rudy, I'm not gonna put it on a styrofoam head, bud. Don't you worry about it. I'm gonna do a nice little setup. Might even ask you how you displayed it, maybe some like bags inside of it, just to kind of keep the shape. And yeah, it's gonna go in the case, and there she will stay. So thank you so much, guys. I'm glad I knocked all that out in one video rather than doing 3. That would have been a lot tonight. But this is a very long video, and I'll probably just post this video on my unboxing page instead of putting it all over the place. But I'll take some pictures of this guy and put them in the groups tomorrow. You guys have a good night, and stay safe.